Hello, everybody. I am here to do a full moon reading in the sign of Leo. Usually, I have oils to offer you guys, suggestions, but I cannot find my oils. I have been going through the biggest transformation and a move, and I have not been able to find them yet. So I'm just going to think that that's totally the universe communicating with me. I've been using a lot of grapefruit still since the last full moon, and it seems to be doing wonders to keep me uplifted and flowing with this energy around us. So on that note, we are in the full moon of Leo on Thursday, the 28th. It's an extremely extravagant full moon, fiery, passionate, also very charismatic, and slightly dramatic. So take it all with a grain of salt. You might be feeling a lot of chaotic energy around you. You also may be feeling totally awesome and like you want to be the center of the world. Make sure you consider the people around you and make sure you don't put your foot in your mouth, because Leos have a tendency to do that. But on that note, we're going to go ahead and start shuffling the cards and see what kind of reading we've got going. What is in store for this full moon in Leo for the collective? What is in store this full moon in Leo for the collective? There we go. All right, let's see what's going on. So it seems to me like you're at the lower ends of understanding what's right and wrong for you. You might be surrounded by a lot of messages that are telling you what doesn't work and telling you what kind of opportunities you've missed because of these scenarios around you that don't fit. There's a lot of hard work you've put into things and you just don't feel like you've reaped any of the benefits. It's difficult. But you are starting a new phase, logically speaking. You're in a new phase of power around your truth and how you mentally organize your world. And you're trying to understand how to flip this kind of unhappiness, this lack of emotional success, into full-on fulfillment. By reaching for your dreams, by understanding how to organize the situation around you and make it malleable. When we come across these instances where we've created so far our dreams, and then we realize that 50% of it really was never going to work out, and we couldn't see that from the perspective we were in, you can only see it from the perspective you're in right now, that can be pretty hard. That can be emotionally unfulfilling. That can make you feel like you've missed opportunities, that you've worked really hard for something that is never going to pan out. The truth is, you just have to reevaluate. You have to get back, dig deep, and realize what are your dreams now. It's really not about always creating a plan for the future and having all of these expectations. Those expectations tend to kick us in the butt and make us feel like we've lost something that never really was there to begin with. The star, reaching for your dreams, it can constantly shift. There are a million stars in the sky, and from a different place on every time you shift around and move to a different location, you may reach for a different star, and that is okay. You may feel like you've worked hard for one star that didn't work out, but you were really learning. You were creating a new platform for you to mentally, logically, and honestly think about and create and move forward in. You were not emotionally fulfilled. You were creating something that wasn't actually authentic to you. It wasn't long lasting. We know that because we've gotten 50% of the way through and it's just not working out. So it's like, pick yourself back up. Make sure you reach for the stars and use this new energy around you, this wise but fresh perspective to really reevaluate, really find the new things that you can add in, things that you didn't even think were possible. It's most likely that you've been running past a lot of opportunities without seeing them, but in this case right now, you're starting to realize what you've been around without seeing. You're starting to see all those opportunities for what they were, and you can still learn from that. And you may have more coming. We don't know. Let's take another look. Yep. It looks like you have abundance heading your way. There's shifting going on in the home life and in your security, but don't feel fearful of that. It's maturing you. It's giving you emotional authority. It's teaching you how to carry all of this weight and how to wear your values on your chest, but also be able to sit on the waters and feel. It's very powerful. I like that the Star and the King of Cups are right on top of each other because they're both dealing with water. And one has the authority of the emotions and the other uses their emotions to reach for the stars and dream a dream that it can only happen when you believe anything is possible. So emotionally speaking, you may have been feeling like you were ill-equipped or dealing with some challenges. But the truth is you have to pour out these emotions. You have to feed the waters around you in order to truly understand how to own them. And once you own them, reaching for the stars and wishing and hoping and dreaming become fun. They don't continue to be this hard work energy. You know, this is not about, this type of hard work that we're dealing with is internal. But you've been dealing a lot with hard work in the external, trying to figure out how the home life fits and how it can create emotional fulfillment. And it's not been creating emotional fulfillment. But on the flip side, you're calling in this Nine of Pentacles. And she's super, super abundant and very good with earth. And I love this card. I'm not sure she actually represents the Taurus, but I feel she's very Taurian and Virgo and earthy Capricorn. You know, she's just an earth card. And abundance flocks to her. So although it's been rocky, and you maybe have burnt out a little bit, you have been cultivating this mature, flowing, harmonious energy within yourself. One that can change your material surroundings in accordance with your insights, in accordance with your reorganization. You have the ability now to make quick changes in your life that can be in alignment with new ideas and new concepts, right? Not getting attached to those expectations so much, more so building up a good foundation so you can be in the moment and be real with yourself and know when it's time to leave or know when it's time to shift something, no matter how concrete it looks. You have the ability to do what you need to on this earth to be fulfilled and happy. And it's through your emotional maturity and this new phase of truth and logic that you'll be able to do that more easily. Because it's all about, always all about those dreams and those hopes, keeping them real and keeping them flowing. So let's do a couple more here. Yeah, it seems like there's been some loss around your interpretation of success, and now you're just kind of picking up the pieces. Maybe some, yeah, you're starting a new phase. You're trying to figure out how to move forward passionately. You're starting to figure out how to move forward logically. And before, you feel like you haven't been living your truth and you've been missing the opportunities that actually were a part of your truth and working real hard for something that was not fulfilling. Like I said, this is just a learning perspective. This is just a learning stepping stone. You were gaining emotional maturity. You were gaining this naturally abundant presence. And you were shifting your home life and the things that were unfulfilling to you so that you can reach for the stars, so that you can pick up the pieces from what others have left behind or what you have left over from your transformation. And you can begin to move into the next phase of creating a life of passion, of centering your life around your passions. We'll do one more pull. It seems to me like you're reevaluating how people live in your life, how people fit into your life, not really understanding how to move forward. And it's tugging on the lower aspects of the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is amazing. Once again, she kind of reminds me of this card in a lot of ways. When upright, she can be naturally abundant and really authoritative over her world, over her house, over her home, over her business. She's really good at flowing with her intuition and manifesting. But in reverse, it makes me feel like there has been some confusion on how certain people fit into your dreams or into your process forward. And it's causing her to be a little bit more greedy, a little bit more harsh with words, but really just harsh with her energy. Like she's maybe really settling into some lack, some fear of loss in her money or in her time or in her home life. And it's causing her to hold on tight to what she has. But the truth is you're going through a shift and you don't need to hold on tight. You need to see what's been left after this huge shift. Whatever is being overly held on to is a part of this process of maturing the emotions and stepping into a really flowing, abundant nature. What you were holding on to really tightly that might be coming up is a bunch of hard work that's not gaining a lot of results, and some missed opportunities. Don't hold on so tight that you don't see what's coming out in front of you. The emotions are going to need to be released in order to find more of this opportunity. And that's probably where your Queen of Pentacles is getting caught up. If her emotional body isn't going, it is snagged, then she can't move on this process of transformation like every other part of yourself, the way that this King of Cups needs to, right? So from this, start trying to figure out who fits and who doesn't. It's one of the hardest things to do, I know personally, because I love deeply, and I'm sure all of you guys do too. So try to figure out how you can move forward in your relationships and get really honest with what fits and what doesn't. Because it's to her detriment to be around toxic relationships, to be overgiving, to be a servant. She's a queen, she's not a servant. So she does not need to feel like she is holding on tightly to something that she is going to lose. She is the queen of the court. She has everything she needs. All she has to do is reorganize in order to create more nourishment and benefits for her people. And that's probably a bit of the issue. The queen and the king, they take care of the court. They take care of the villages. They take care of their people. In the reversed aspects, she could be centering more on herself. If there is anything in your life that is taking away from you being able to feed yourself, from you being able to give yourself time, please find a way past it. Because as soon as these cards get to move forward, you will find that emotional security and that flowing nature of abundance, and you will reach for a new star and you will find it. So, you guys, kind of a deep one, but if you have any questions, if you want to do a personal reading that fits in with this one for the full moon, or if you'd like to do a ceremony, we can get you all sorted with that. Just send me a DM. And maybe before the full moon, because it'd be nice to light a candle that night. Otherwise, you guys have so much fun. Be cautious. The moon is erratic. And I will catch you on the flip side on the new moon. All right. Peace out, y'all.